John's best first pair of football boots was auctioned at the Graham Bud Auctions, no offense, for 16k. And his shirt from the 1964 game against Scotland was auctioned for 15k. The items fetch 140k in all. Clip me toenail. Oh, please don't put me off my breakfast. It was a form of expression towards some craziness me just reading at the newspaper. It must have been crazy for you to make such a daunting demand. If a gal is willing to pay £140,000 for George's best first pair of dirty, muddy football boots and them dirty shirt we don't watch since 1964, you don't think I could find one gal to clip me toenail? Good heavens, not unless she's working in the nail bar, my love. So what made you think a woman would pay so much? There's a good point. You could have one of them fruity boy with a fetish for sweaty t-shirt and cheesy foot. Each to their own. I was looking forward to a bowl of curry goat from last night. I guess Virgil must have got peckish and helped himself to what was left. It must be the case. I know the man have an appetite, but I think the food bypass his belly and go straight to his ear. I will ask him when he wakes up. I don't know why you're making such a big deal, you know. Food is made to be eaten, not to hang around like souvenir. Well, maybe I just want closure, Winston. After all, the amount I cooked should have lasted about 2 days. I'd understand if there was the 4 of us eating it, but since it's only me, Mike, and Virgil. Hey, you never guess what. I just had the sweetest dream. Do share it, let us hear. I dreamt that I were being served a curry goat breakfast in bed by the lovely Carol Waterman. And then I woke up. There was no Carol Waterman bringing me curry goat in bed. But I said, wait a minute. We do have some leftovers from last night, which I am about to go and help myself too, if that's okay with you, Aunt Marcia. Oh, I wouldn't get too excited, my love. Someone has already beaten us to it.
Hit by an ultimatum, I gotta get my life together. They say when it rains it falls, the sunshine don't shine forever. I've been hit by an ultimatum, I gotta get my life together. They say when it rains it falls, the sunshine don't shine forever.
It's coming back to me now, you know. At the time, I wasn't sure if it was a dream I dreamed or if it was reality. Oh, really? But now I know. In the middle of the night, I did go downstairs to get some water. Huh. Watch the TV, mad pussy eat out the curry goat. Come out. No, come out. Come on. So there is your culprit. The mad puss go bring one friend, and the two of them go yam out the curry goat till it done. I have something for you, you know, Winston. Virgil, what does this look like to you? It looks like an Oscar ad, Marcia. Please give it to your uncle for me. If this were a kind of tango, you'd have just been tangoed, Uncle Winston. In other words, Winston, you have been busted. I was so confident in you beating the challenge, Uncle Winston. I nearly borrowed 20 quid to put on a bet in the bookies. Challenge? You mean say the both of you was in on it together? Oh, well. Think of it as an opportunity to earn your stripes, Winston. You see, when we did come in from the high street last night, and I saw you stood there with your bowl of homemade vegetable soup, I was thinking, fair play to him. Jamie, if I had a tenner in my wallet, I'd have went to Tesco's and bought you a 4-pack of Guinness, Uncle Winston. But at the end of the day, I am only human. Sometimes I try, sometimes I fail. So does this mean that you're no longer a vegan, Uncle Winston? No more depriving yourself of those delightful aromas coming from the sweet West Indian recipes that I, thanks to Aunt Marcia here, I'm learning to master myself. Your blouse and skirts, you see your head? Hopefully it won't be too long before Marcia board our plane to New York and pack you in a suitcase. I beg you turn on the nose for me, Winston. You don't see me as watching the cricket? It's a matter of life or death. I just found out on Facebook that my son-in-law get rushed into hospital for bird flu. There's an outbreak in America. Is ITN or BBC News you want? Neither. I want to find out what is happening where I live. Pass the remote.
It is time now for our weekend health roundup, and the big story this week is the continued outbreak of the avian influenza, or also known as bird flu. That's in dairy cows and poultry flocks all across the U.S., which has also infected other animals and even some humans. Joining us...
What the frick you doing? Don't you see I'm watching the news? And before you step in the room, I was watching the cricket. Don't mess with me, you know, Winston. This isn't the same little Marcia that you used to get away with bullying when we were kids. Wait a minute. Is threatening you is threatening me with a butter knife? Which glove do you want? The right one or the left one? You must be drinking mad puss piss to one fight me over the TV. Dismiss your... You're bright! Pass me my glove! Here. Is that all you got? Hey, there's no need for this packeting, you two, and Marcia. Look at what you made me do to the poor man. On what ground is this acceptable behavior, Marcia? You come into my son also assault me and my nephew, who is now in A&E for concussion. If you wasn't so stubborn, I wouldn't have had to put hands on you. Put hands on me? You know what you are to put hands on? Your suitcase, which I want you to go pack, because you're not spending a never night here. You don't have the authority to do that. The last I checked, this house belonged to Mike, and he won't be home from work until tomorrow morning. Well, before he was a fully fleshed woman, he was swimming in me balls. How about that? You're so disgusting. You always have to lower the tone, don't you? Well, the sooner you get packing, the further you will be away from the experience. Look, we're not getting anywhere with this, are we? I allow myself to get too worked up sometimes. And for that, I apologize. All I was trying to do was see if my son-in-law was on the news. After all, Winston, you have a smart TV. You could have recorded the cricket whilst I was watching the news. Me know. So why you never do it? Because of this, man. The longer you stay here is the more I feel antagonized by you. You did tell me, say, you're not going back to New York until it's been a whole month free of tragedies and sad news in the US. Since then, there has been 2 plane crashes and an outbreak of the bird flu. So suppose this was a couple of months ago, when you were living with your daughter and our family. Would you be fretting for your life, or would you be trusting that the Almighty might bring you through the storm?
Hey, yo.
Who win the cricket?
The $1 million question is how you manage to see through that racket. And if you're wondering about my glasses, they broke. Gonna have to get them repaired in the morning. She's gonna have to cough up the money to do that.
Virgil, you're home already?
Oh, believe you me, there were no already about it. I were waiting in there for 16.5 hours. And not only did you break me glasses, you also jinxed me from the other night when you told me, boss, that I were rushed into hospital. Only difference is, it weren't for a high fever, it was for concussion.
Did you just poop?
Cope.
Pass wind, let one rip.
No.
You smell something, Winston? Yes, it smells like somebody did shite themselves. Oh no. It looked like somebody stepped in dog shit and trod it on into the carpet in the house.
I gotta get my life together. They say one that rains, it falls.